Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Stacy with Crafty Dragon Creations. And so you're probably wondering what this video is going to be about. First, let me say I'm going to be making a journal with one of my newer kits called Meet Me in the Library. So I have printed out the papers and I've backed them and trimmed them up. So this is the kit I'm going to be working with today. So yeah, I'm a little nervous about this, but I shouldn't be because yeah, it's me. So here we go. I want to start by saying that if you choose to unfollow me after hearing what I have to say, that's fine. That's your choice. Please just go. Don't leave me hate comments. I'll just delete them. I'm not even going to respond. Just kindly unsubscribe and unfollow me and go on about your life, okay? We don't need hate or drama, and I don't need to be lectured. So, with that being said, I want to tell you guys that I am married to a woman, okay? I am bisexual. I was married to a man for 16 years and have 3 great kids, all boys, all grown up and happy, you know, for the most part. I even have 2 grandkids. So I've been with my wife for, this year it'll be 15 years. So, yeah, we can have different, like 3 different anniversary dates. So we have the day that we met, and then we have a day, that we got married, which was actually more of like a hand fasting. So if you don't know what that is, it's a non-Christian type of ceremony where they tie your hands together and you know, say vows and promises and whatnot. And then we got legally married just a few years ago, or a couple years ago. So, and I wanted to wait until my kids were all out of school because I wanted to keep the same last name as them because it was just easier to deal with everything. So, yeah, after they all got out of school and everything, I got legally married and changed my name. So that's where I am. I am married to a woman, and I've been avoiding kind of saying that, you know, saying, oh, my wife and I, because I just, you know, people are mean. And, I mean, I wasn't really trying to purposely hide it. I just felt it wasn't a necessary thing from me doing my craft work. But new year, new me. And I didn't think it was fair to me. I didn't think it was fair to you guys, and I didn't really think it was fair to my wife. So there it is. That's my big secret. If you want to leave, please leave. I don't need hate. I don't want hate. We have enough of that in the world. And if you haven't left by now and you're still here and hopefully you're going, okay, that was it, then yay, thank you for staying. Thank you for continuing to support me. Like I said, what I do in my personal life has nothing to do with, you know, this. So yeah, there we go. If you're still here, let's move into making the journal. So here are my pages. They are not, it's like traveler's notebook size, I guess. So they ended up being about 7 3/4 by almost 8. So almost a perfect square. Like I said, I have backed these with the backing pages that come in the kit. So I guess I should have kind of been folding these as I was yapping, huh? These can all be, you know, written on either side. There's not really like a lot of, you know, you can write on these. I made them kind of light so they can be written on, or you can decorate them or whatever. So I thought that would be fun. And I mean, we all love books, right? Some kind of book. So why not have like a library themed journal here. I think I'm going to have 4 signatures, and I'm just kind of folding them, you know, opposite ways so that they're not all the same. You know what I mean. Words are hard, right? Words are hard. Okay. So what did everybody do for New Year's? We just kind of stayed home. I used to love to go out and have a New Year's party, but as I've gotten older, I'm like, heck no, I don't want to be out in that traffic. I don't want to be out with all the crazies. So we just stay home, and honestly, I didn't even make it till midnight. So that was my evening. Where I live, though, is kind of, I live outside of city limits, and they like to shoot guns and shoot off fireworks. So we did have to kind of deal with that. And of course, my big old 100-pound dog is afraid of the gunshots and fireworks. He wasn't like abused or anything, or, I mean, we got him when he was, you know, a puppy, and he was, I don't want to say bred, but we picked him up from a place that was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So, I mean, it's not like he, you know, was abused and grew up with noises and that. It's just, he's just a big old baby, which surprises me because he's half German Shepherd. So, yeah, he's fun. Okay, so this is kind of, let's do this. Okay, so let's have this one our main. And then, so this kind of gives a variety in the pages when you know, fold them this way and that way. So we'll do that. And get this one together. Let's go this way. There we go. And then this one will go like this. There we go. So 3 signatures. I'm gonna add, I think, a couple more pages in here and maybe some envelopes. So let me go get those because I wasn't really fully prepared for that. So let me find some other papers. I'll be right back. Okay, so I found some more papers and things. I have this, I don't know if you can see it, there we go. The dot grid paper that came out of an old spiral notebook. So we'll do those. I have these from a little mini composition notebook. Luckily it was tied or, you know, stitched. So I just cut out the threads, and so I got 3 pages of those. And then I have this paper, which I was going to use in another journal, but I'm going to use it here instead. I'm not exactly sure what this was for, but it's cool, and it was already backed with something. I have a piece of music page called Lullaby from Ermine. This one is In the Last Days Long Since. So, gonna use that. I have this pretty paper. I think this is a William Morris page. Again, it is already packed. I have some packaging paper that I will trim down to fit. And then I found this envelope. It's kind of an off-white color. And then I have this bag, which was part of a little thing I got from Tracy at Lottie's Magic Attic. She had started a signature with these. So she's the one that inked this all up and did this. So that's why there's already holes in it. But this was part of a little stash that she sent me for doing December. So let's first of all cut this down. So these pages were 7 1/4. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit the camera there. So we're gonna go, I might just tear this. Hopefully it will tear. Yeah, there we go. And I think it's also a little tall. And that one is torn, but that's okay. So yeah, that's a little taller than I want, so I'll just kind of use this as a measurement. Make sure it's somewhat straight. Maybe make it a little smaller, straighter. There we go. So I have that. Let me make a couple more. Okay. All right, so let's just put this one here. And this one we'll put in here somewhere. There we go. Put that one in there. This one we'll do here. And one thing I'm trying to decide on is if I want to do, I actually want to sew these in, or if I want to do, you know, the stretchy so you can take them out. That's how most travelers' notebooks are. So it's, that may be what I do. I don't know yet. All right, so then we have this fun bag. So we'll put that on the outside right there. And then this one has an envelope. Now I don't have like a third extra piece, so 2 of these are going to have the 3rd little extra thing, because I really need to get past. It's okay that they're all different, is what I'm saying. It's okay. It's okay if they don't all have the same number of pages, right? They can be different. Okay, so this one can go in here like that. And this music page, put it in. I really don't want that to go out past. So I'm just going to fold this in a little more. And I'll just trim this down. Okay. There we go. I think this is going to have to be trimmed down just a little bit. But let's do this, because I don't want to lose that up there for sure. So we're going to trim off down here. And then we'll just refold it. Put it here. I think that's still a little wide. Okay. Well, then I might go ahead and try to trim up here as close as I can. There we go, because I wanted to keep that on there. So that's better. We might do it like this. And then we have our little notebook papers. Put that in there. I don't know if these will bleed if I were to like wet dye them, so oh, there's 2 in there. Oh, there's like 50 in there. I think I'm just gonna leave them. You know, that color, I can always ink them. Let's see. Let's go here. And then we have this dot grid. I think will be fun with that. I think I'm going to put that at the bottom. We can hang stuff from that. That'll be fun. Maybe I'll do like that. And then maybe this one I'll do kind of off center. Yeah. Maybe this one we can do a little crooked type. Okay, hold on. I don't really want them all to be on the front, so we're gonna do this. I have to fold that in a little bit. Interesting. Gotta keep things interesting, right? Well, that piece is still... Well, we'll figure it out. Okay. Go like that. I got some hanging out. That's okay. I don't know why I'm fretting over that. It's okay. Let's do these two. In here like that. And those will kind of hang out. And that's okay. It's okay, Stacy. It's okay. Been doing this for a few years and I still feel like I have to follow rules. Okay. So there we go. We have our 3 signatures. I do want that to be in the center. Oops. Accidentally bent that page up a little bit. There's our 3 signatures. So I think I am going to go ahead and just do like a stretchy cord type binding so that these can be taken out if desired, to either write on them or, you know, decorate them, or however we want to do. Do I want to do that? Decisions. Okay, I'm gonna think on this for a minute. In the meantime, let's see if this will bleed. I'm curious to see if those lines will bleed. And if they do, I can either live with it or I have more of this paper. So let's use some vintage photo and do a little of this. Now this is really thin, so it could tear easily. Okay, looks like it's, the lines are not going to bleed, so that's good. And let's spread that out there. Now that's going to be fun to get off. Okay, that's awesome. All right, let me do the other 2 while I got all this out and I'm making a mess. Where's my rag? I had a couple of rags. Here we go. So let's do another one in a little bit different color. Let's try the dried marigold. I know that's probably going to be awfully orange, but why not? Why not? Maybe it'll be light enough that it won't be horrible. I think that'll be okay. I should have put gloves on. This is going to be terrible. Okay. So we'll do that one. And then let's do we'll do the ground espresso. Get my other one here. Okay, got those. Let me dry these and then I'll come back and show you how they look. All right, so here are my 3 pages. The vintage photo, you can't really see in this light, kind of had some interesting coloration going on there. I don't know if you can see. And then this was the dried marigold. Not as orangey as I was expecting. And then here's the ground espresso. So I really like how all of those came out, and I love the sound and the feel of them. So much, and I'm really glad the lines didn't bleed, because I didn't really want, you know, the white in there. And then I also want to do this envelope, and I think I'm going to spray it. So I have some sprays here. I'm just gonna do like the brushed corduroy, and it's a spray stain, so it shouldn't take too long to dry. All right, I'm gonna spray a little water on this and see. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. So there's that. And I have quite a bit of goodness here. So let's just let's take one of these and soak it up. Mix it up a little bit. Okay, so there's that one. Take another one and get this. Basically just kind of wiping this up with the paper. Oh, that'll be cool. Leave that to dry like that. Okay. Yeah. Still got some fun runnage going on there. All right, I'm gonna dry this real quick and then I'm gonna do the other side. Came out really fun. So there's our envelope, and then even got down on the inside. So that's really fun. I really like that. Oh yeah, and then our little pages that we added to. I like that one. This one is okay, but this one is really cool. All right, so there's those. And I think for now, I don't know where this came from now. I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. I gotta put these back together, but I at least wanted to get these done. That's still kind of wet there at the close part. All right, guys, that is it for this video. If you're still here, thank you so much for not leaving and for sticking around and for not caring that I am who I am. I appreciate you, and we will continue with this journal in our next video. Well, maybe not the next video, but we'll continue with this journal. All right, guys, please like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And if you want to follow me in my Facebook group, my information is down below for that. And yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. Bye-bye.